What's up, everyone? AGX Comics here, back with another read and review. This time of Venomverse number 2, the death of the Venomverse. Let me repeat myself there. And so, yeah, if you're new to read and reviews, what they are is I basically give you a read through of the comic, and then a little bit of review at the end of it, just stating how I felt about it, and thus forward. If you're like, hey, this is number 2 of the Death of Venomverse, and you want to catch up on number 1, go see the playlist down below because that'll help you. And yeah, let's jump into this. So, where we've left off basically with this event is the fact that right now, as we speak, the Carnage symbiote is on a new calling and it's killing all Venoms, right? And it's basically going across the Venomverse, not the Spider-Verse, but the Venomverse. Obviously, the idea that took place in the Spider-Verse, and is going through and trying to eliminate all the Venoms that exist. However, when it goes through and kills a Venom, the Carnage symbiote takes on the power of that one, which is pretty interesting, which makes kind of like for a really cool story. And the visuals in this book are honestly really kick ass. So that's basically where we're at the moment. So we basically jump back into this fight here where Carnage is going through and just kind of ripping through the Sinister, or not the Sinister, the Symbiote 6, right? As he goes through, we see that basically, is this a test? Rise Monsters of Evil, and basically he's got all these different monsters that are coming out. And I mean, this artwork's just beautiful. He just looks like a demon. But in the middle, we have the Sinister Six, or sorry, the Symbiote Six, which is obviously the Venomized version of the Sinister Six. So it's like Doctor Octopus and like all of the above. And we basically just get to see like these cool renditions, and I mean, it's pretty dope. It's a pretty cool scene here. And as they're going through, we also get Virus, who the main story is being told right now through Virus and Agent Venom, right? Because they're the ones who are basically the ones who are jumping through the time portal. And in this scene, we see they're going back and forth as we see Carnage is being surrounded by the Symbiote Six, and we see him rip the head off of Doctor Octopus, and a few others, and finally deliver this death blow to Kid Venom. So Kid Venom actually dies. Carnage says, and I'll keep plowing through whatever you children throw at me. And basically, he's just going through and murdering them one by one. And then we see Virus firing shots at him. And basically, we have an exchange of words. The weakness of flesh gone, the weakness of flame banished. And Virus calls him a bastard. And we basically now hear the screeching, which the loud noises will obviously dispose of, or not dispose, but wear off the symbiote's powers, and that's what we see happen here. So Carnage ends up jumping to another universe at this point, essentially, and then we have a meeting between Agent Venom and Virus and Rhino, well, Venom Rhino. And basically, Rhino is, pondering, I can't believe he killed everyone. Basically, just a huge murder scene, of all these dead characters. Next dimension we hop into, we see Rhino want vengeance and join up with Agent Venom and Virus, right, to destroy this Carnage symbiote that's going around and killing each one of the Venom symbiotes. Next up, we cut back to see Carnage in another universe and saying that he could hear, the next symbiote afoot, right? Basically, and it's like this kind of rock. It was like a rock band, Venom rock band symbiotes, and I like how they use the axe, the guitar axe, quote unquote, as the weapon, and obviously the sound should penetrate through, but it turns out, the Carnage symbiote has grown strong to it in this universe, right? And it's not working, right? And then we see uh, the band go at it again with the Venom symbiotes, and Rhino come through, and Silver Sable, who if you remember in the first one, was a part of the team of symbiotes, right? Or a part of the team of Venoms looking to go back to face Carnage. So basically, Agent Venom and all them arrive on the scene, and there's this huge fight. And we also see Agent Venom, or Agent Spider-Man and Agent Deadpool as well in this fight. They're all there going at Carnage. And Carnage is able to escape through it. And on we see someone in the distance walk up to Carnage. And then, so after this, we see Silence walk up, and Silence ends up getting killed, claiming like this is this is Cletus, like why would this happen? And what we discover, the big twist in number 2 here, is that Cletus Cassidy's Carnage is dead. That's this created in the Chaos Engine's reality, which I guess the Chaos Engine is what fuels the multiple universes to be able to be run in parallel with each other, is kind of what I'm getting from it. It's kind of a loose structure with this, but bear with it. So after that, we see that Agent Ben and Virus talking about, what are they going to do next? And they're like, well, we cannot give up this fight. So they're going to throw a Hail Mary, and the Hail Mary being anti-venom, aka silence is coming. Sorry, I said silence when I did mean um what was it, Shriek? I forgot what her name is. But anyway, sorry for the confusion. But we're gonna kind of give a review here to clear some of this up, because I know that reads this book is definitely plays with timelines and stuff really fast. So we'll jump into it in the review portion next. So this book is fun. I like the series a lot. I'm definitely getting into it. But it requires a lot of like jumping around in this book. So first of all, we have so many deaths that happen in this book, and I kind of wanted to touch upon this as its own thing. So, with that being said, let me just go off of who died in this story, right? We had the deaths of um the Venomized Vulture, Venomized Octopus, Venomized Lizard, and Venomized Craven the Hunter. All of them dead. Deadpool obviously is already dead. Venomized Black Cat, Felicia Hardy dies. Um, Samurai Venom dies. Dreamstone Venom, Eddie Brock dies. Venom Dylan Brock, aka Kid Venom, dies. We technically realize that this Carnage isn't Cletus Cassidy, because that's in the Chaos Engine's reality, and that person is deceased then, right? So there's a lot of deaths here. So it is playing fast and loose, and I know that this story is just kind of, it's a one-off little fun, story that Marvel is telling here. But it actually is pretty cool. Like, I love the Venoms that are being introduced. I love the big fight scene. I love that we're seeing deaths across of, like, characters that were like, oh no, like the Symbiote 6 comes into play, and then like half of them die. Rhino wants to avenge them. So I think it's a really fun series. Obviously, we have 3 more books to go, and I'm really anticipating finishing this out. This has been a lot better than the Extreme Venomverse, where we're kind of introduced to these characters, but that kind of seemed to grow old after a while. So with that being said, if you like these videos, please do me a huge favor, go and like and subscribe below. Other than that, I'll see you next time in the next video. Bye.